The Dunning-Kruger effect. There is a strange confidence that appears before understanding arrives. Not because someone knows enough, but because they don't yet know how much there is to know. This is the Dunning-Kruger effect. 1. When confidence precedes competence. The Dunning-Kruger effect describes a psychological pattern in which people with limited knowledge overestimate their understanding and ability. Not out of arrogance, but out of unawareness. To recognize a mistake, you must first possess the skills that would allow you to detect it. And without those skills, error feels like certainty. Confidence emerges early, before complexity is visible. 2. Why the mind misjudges itself. The human mind relies on feedback, but feedback requires calibration. When knowledge is shallow, self-assessment becomes distorted. The brain mistakes familiarity for mastery, exposure for expertise, confidence for correctness. Psychologically, this is not deception. It is blindness to blind spots. And blind spots feel like clarity. 3. The curve of awareness. Researchers David Dunning and Justin Kruger illustrated this effect through a learning curve. At the beginning, confidence spikes. Understanding feels complete. Then something shifts. As knowledge deepens, confidence collapses. Complexity appears. Contradictions emerge. Uncertainty grows. This is not regression. It is accuracy. True learning humbles before it empowers. For ignorance is loud, knowledge is quiet. One of the most revealing aspects of the Dunning-Kruger effect is how it changes expression. Those who know little often speak with certainty. Those who know more tend to qualify, pause, and doubt. This is not weakness. It is awareness. Knowledge introduces nuance. Nuance resists absolutes. And restraint replaces bravado. 5. The social cost of false confidence. The Dunning-Kruger effect does not remain internal. It shapes conversations, decisions, leadership. When confidence is mistaken for competence, voices with less understanding often dominate those with more. This distorts group outcomes. Expertise becomes invisible. Caution is mistaken for indecision. Complexity is dismissed as overthinking. And responsibility drifts toward certainty instead of accuracy. 6. Why correction feels like threat. One of the most difficult aspects of this effect is how resistant it is to correction. Feedback feels personal. Challenges feel humiliating. Without awareness of limits, new information threatens identity. So the mind defends certainty. It doubles down. It rationalizes. It dismisses disagreement. Not to protect truth, but to protect self-image. 7. Where this appears in everyday life. The Dunning-Kruger effect shows up everywhere. In debates, where volume replaces evidence. In workplaces where confidence is rewarded over competence. In social media, where opinions travel faster than understanding. It also appears internally. When we believe we've figured ourselves out too early. When growth stops because certainty feels complete. 8. Humility as intelligence. The antidote to the Dunning-Kruger effect is not insecurity. It is calibrated humility. Knowing what you don't know is not weakness. It is accuracy. Intelligence is not confidence without doubt. It is confidence with doubt. Ethiax reframes humility not as self-diminishment, but as intellectual honesty. 9. Learning as ongoing responsibility. Understanding is not a destination. It is a process. Every increase in knowledge reveals new blind spots. This is not discouraging. It is ethical, because responsibility grows with awareness, and awareness grows with curiosity. 10. Responsibility over certainty. The Dunning-Kruger effect reveals a quiet truth. The mind wants closure, but knowledge demands openness. Certainty feels powerful. Humility feels uncertain. But responsibility lives in uncertainty. This is Ethiax, where psychology meets responsibility. And responsibility begins when confidence no longer replaces curiosity.